Hi, my name is Josh Addison, Service Manager at Colton RV Blaisdell Service Center, here today with another Tech Talk Thursday. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about the different slide room systems on RVs, some of the common issues we see or questions we receive regarding the different slide rooms. I can start here. I got a trailer set up here. It's got two different styles of slide room on it. This one has an electric through frame slide, meaning it has gears underneath the slide room that go through the frame of the RV to open and close the slide rooms. These are relatively trouble-free. They're one of the most common styles there is. I can show you down here. If you're ever out camping and one of your slides won't go out or come in, these do have a manual override adjuster if the electric system's not working. If you can see in there, there's a hex head. If the electric system isn't working, like I said, you can usually put a socket or a wrench on there and turn the slide room in or out manually. These do have some adjustment to them, which typically you have to adjust. It's not a regular maintenance thing unless you see gaps in your slides or it's binding, something doesn't seem working correctly or making noise. Those are things we can address on this style of slide room. Then take you over to the other side. This one also has a Schwinn slide room. The Schwinn slide rooms, like you see, have these gear racks on the outside. The Schwinn slides, there's really no adjustment on those. They're kind of set up from the factory where they install them is usually where they need to be. There's not really a lot of maintenance on these either. They don't recommend spraying any type of lubricants or any grease on these rails. What that'll do is it'll attract dust and dirt and can actually wear out these gears faster and cause premature failure of the motors. I can show you a little bit on the inside of the coach what that looks like. Yeah, obviously on the inside of the coach you're not going to see any of these mechanisms with them opened up. But I will tell you with the Schwinn slides, so there's really no adjustment to those. If you're stuck out camping somewhere and your slide room won't move in or out at all, there's really not an easy way to open and close it manually. You got your motors stuck in the wall here, usually behind the fascias. They're not the easiest things to get to. It can be done. So the only way to manually move one of these rooms is to actually remove the motors and push it in or out, which not an easy project if you're out camping somewhere, but it can be done. Oh, excuse me. So those are the two slides on this one. Another common one we have here. Take you over to another trailer. We have our cable-driven slide rooms. These are also quite common. Again, obviously you can see the cables on the outside of the room. They pull the room in and out. Typically you see some tension on these cables. Not too much, but also they shouldn't be hanging low. There should be some tension there. There is adjustments to these slides and a manual way to bring them in and out if there is electrical trouble. That come inside here again. If you had trouble with these and had to manually open it, it was a little bit of work to get to. Usually up top behind the wood fascia on your slide room, you have to take this off. You can access the motor and gearbox. I probably can't see it here unless we take it apart, but it's back there, and if you take this fascia off, there is another hex head that you can turn to manually open and close the room in the event that there's electrical trouble with the camper. That's also your motor and gearbox where there's the adjustments if they ever are needed, if their cables are loose or if something seems like it's out of whack. So that's the common styles. There's also hydraulic slide rooms on a lot of motorhomes, fifth wheel trailers. I don't have one of them set up here now, but there's another common system, relatively trouble-free, not a lot of maintenance to those other than checking fluid levels and just visual inspection of the rams, make sure they're not leaking, everything's clean and operating. So is there any questions at this point?
No, we don't have any.
Okay, cool. So that's the basics of the slide room systems. So they are adjustable. Other than the Schwinn techs, we do service all of those here at our Blaisdell shop. If there's any questions, need something looked at, feel free to give us a call here at our service center in Blaisdell. Or if there's no questions, nothing else, appreciate you guys watching, and make sure you like and follow our page.